So,
Yeah, and I really encourage clients, don't just take a number from a software vendor.
yeah.
Tell them to show you how they came up with that number.
Mhm.
Because what ultimately you need to see is you need to see the work behind all that. You need to see the reason why the cost is this is because they assume they need to put seven technicians or seven analysts on this project because this is how it's going to play out every single month. Always make the software vendor or consultants like us make them show you the
Mhm.
math behind the actual number. Don't just give me a monthly number. Show me what the work stream looks like. Show me what the number of hours. Show me what your expectation is of me as a client to be able to provide resources, because that's how you can make your decision, rather than just making a pure monetary decision, looking and going, "You're right. I don't have a person I can give you for this. This makes sense that we would need to pay for those types of services. But in this area, I have someone who just went through an ERP replacement at their last employer. Um, I'm going to set them up so that they can be dedicated 75% of their time to the ERP project, and it's easier to have budget and overall cost discussions when you see the reason behind it and the math that actually got you to the price that's being put in front of you."
Yes, and on the flip side, if you are releasing an RFP for consultant services, let us know what resources you have to allocate to this project. Maybe it's none, maybe it's two, but that helps us scope out what we can do for you as well. If we know what resources you have allocated to the project or you think you're going to have allocated to the project. Robert, I want to dive into a little bit of how is AI going to change not only project scopes, but how we resource projects going forward. I know we have a ton of live streams on AI and how we still believe that it needs the human element. But a lot of these things that we're doing right now in the initial needs phase can be, the timelines can be shortened just because of automation. So, can you dive into that a little bit?
Oh yeah. The best approach you can have with AI in these situations is it's a time saving tool to get
Hmm.
you useful information in a timely manner so you can make quick decisions. Um, I just had this discussion 2 weeks ago with someone who their viewpoint, which is correct, which is, you know, it's easy to be smart now with AI. You should be able to leverage AI to bring information to you to better inform you. The problem I have with that is it would be easy to pull together information on a subject I already don't know anything about and
Hmm.
fill my head with some catchphrases,
Yep.
and some good solutions, but I don't actually understand what this means. I can ask AI a number of questions of what's the perspective of a CFO in an organization this size, with this staff, with this budget, with this um, political situation in terms of what the governing body wants to do with public funds, and it can spit out an answer. But if I've never been involved in anything financial with local government, it looks good and it sounds good, but I actually don't know what I'm talking about, because I can say, well, I recommend in this situation that you bring in two part-time contractors to get you through this particular period, as well as help you with your compliance. But if I don't even understand why you would need two part-time contractors and how it actually fits into the puzzle, then your ability to use the information correctly becomes limited. So it really is best used as information gathering and saving you a lot of time. So I don't
Hmm.
have to read through seven things. I can dump the information to AI and say, tell me each of these seven documents, tell me where they state something along this lines. Give me a summary of that. If I have some metrics I can throw at it quickly, tell it, build out some metrics based upon this and evaluate the information and then report back to me. The trick is you do have to do this correctly, because you don't want to take anything that's confidential or shouldn't be disclosed,
Right.
and dump it into something that's now going to be available, or is feeding a giant engine or knowledge base that is now available to the public. So you have to do it correctly, and you have to think about what you want to do with it and not just dive into it and see what answers we get. There's also a tendency nowadays to solve problems that don't need to be solved because now you have AI to solve them. And so there
Mhm.
still is the human factor in determining and distinguishing, how do I want to use this great tool? Something that really is going to save me a lot of time, something that can really automate a lot of things that I do. how are you going to use it correctly so that you don't start chasing down things that either aren't a problem or really have no impact into the overall outcome of what you're looking to do. Meanwhile, this over here would desperately benefit from using an AI tool on it. And we're not focused on that because either someone didn't think about that, or it's not the cool, interesting thing that's going to look nice if we are able to check the box that, okay, I now have my controller dumping all of her financial information into AI every week and getting a dashboard, but she's not really doing anything with it. She's still
Mhm.
using the broken ERP system to make decisions. So it's not just using it as a tool. It's like, how are you going to use it as a tool? What are your expectations? And what policies are you going to use to govern that information? Allows it to actually be correctly utilized as that time-saving decision-making tool.
Yeah, no, I agree with all of the above. The AI policy is a big one, and we've had Clay Brooks, who is our AI expert within the organization, talk a lot about that. So make
Yeah.
sure you guys look on our YouTube channel and our past LinkedIn lives to go watch that, because it is a great live, great live. Well, Robert, I'm going to wrap us up today. I think we shared a lot of good insight into project scoping. Thank you so much for joining me on the live this week. Guys, before we wrap up, make sure that you follow us on all social media channels. We're nerds about modernization in the public sector. So make sure you follow us on all channels. Make sure you join us every Wednesday. Sorry, we had some scheduling conflicts this week, and so we're live today. But every Wednesday at 10 a.m. we do go live. If there's a topic or something that you would like to hear specifically, please reach out. We're very available through DMs and email and phone calls. So please reach out to us and make sure you follow us on all channels. Robert, any key takeaways you want to leave the audience with today?
Oh, the most important one. Everyone have a good weekend.
That's right. It's Friday, baby. It's great. All right. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.